Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock him.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. On the run, deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Goes to the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye. right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of the season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Gets the back moving. Looking for space. It's Peppers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back. Pass the tech, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score Oregon 7, Nebraska 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Mills. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for room. It's Kamara. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Kamara. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Kamara. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback keeps it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making adjustments. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Looking left. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the outside. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Huskers in the hurry up. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Cornhuskers look to do some damage in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davison. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's caught. It's Eaton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Fires on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Third down, and the Husker gun wants to pass. And he's incomplete on third down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He might want another play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's reeled in. It's Williamson. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score. Oregon 21, Nebraska 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Smith wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Huskers are flying down the field. Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Sends it back in motion. Run it with the fullback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. but you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the comeback is on. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snapped it in the shotgun. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Davison. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
From the gun, running back on the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He's got him. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll run the option. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Cornhuskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, it's Kamara. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the move. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Quarterback will keep it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 24 over Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cano. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Cano. Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He'll set up to throw. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Scrambling away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 16, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
That makes the score 43, Nebraska 25.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. The pitch to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Smith dropping to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset, because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.